And so what I do, I sit at work and do it on our office lady's computer. So I can turn it and show you this way, but that's as good as it gets.
No, it's fine. As long as you show me how do you do it, at least the first one, and I can do the rest.
Okay.
Or maybe you, Crazy, or whoever.
I can share my screen. That's fine.
Yeah, and you can both share, compare your numbers to see if it's okay or not.
I'm not very technologically advanced. Sorry, guys.
No, it's fine.
This was my first ever Google Hangout, so.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Oh,
okay,
that
can you
looks
guys
nice.
See it?
Yeah, I can see it. I can see that. Okay. Yeah. First of all, how did you get to do the first pie chart? How did you start? Like from the very beginning, like pretend I am a 5-year-old little boy.
I'm not going to pretend you're 5, only because then I have to go to the absolute basics, and that's just not the most fun.
Okay.
So I created 2 groups, the names from the income statement, and then the last 3 years.
Yeah, I have that.
Because that's what we need the information from.
Exactly.
And then
it's right.
So on the dashboard, I did sales by year and then percentage. I did those just so that I could pull from there. So for the pie chart, I added another sheet for calculations. So if it's a mess, don't mind it.
No, it's fine. As long as I see what you did, I'm totally fine.
So these, I just pulled the names or typed them in. And then to get the equation, you do an H lookup, not a V lookup. That's the difference.
Oh my gosh. Hold on a second. Let me do that like really quick. Okay. So I am in my calculation table right here. I'm going to erase all these things that I've been doing. Hold on. Like, let me. Hold on. Okay, so cash in our inventory and fixed assets. Okay.
Yeah.
Cash.
So cash is the H lookup, and you're not using the income statement. You're using the which one is it? The balance sheet for that one.
Oh yeah, I know that. I knew that.
Okay. So it'll say it's on the financial statements for this equation, right there.
Okay, so how did you use that H lookup? So I'm gonna try to do it. Okay, so
H lookup is you do it horizontally instead of vertically. So
how do you start that?
So it's H. I'm just gonna type it next to it so that it's easier.
Yeah. So H lookup. Okay, so.
Oh, come on. Okay, and then so your lookup value. You want this year.
Okay, the one for the dashboard.
Yeah, from the dashboard.
Fully anchored, right?
Yep.
Okay, so then comma.
Yep. Then if you go to the balance sheet, you don't need like the cash. You don't need this in the chart. You need the day, the year, and then the number in the chart.
Without the items, right? Only the numbers.
You can do just the numbers. You can do the items. It doesn't really matter.
Okay, so I'm doing just the numbers, and I have to fully anchor that, right?
Yes, and you need to make sure you have the years above it too. That's important.
Yeah, I have them. I have them. So comma. What else?
So the next one is the row index, which is cash, which is row 2.
Row 2. Okay.
Because the first row is the years.
Yeah. So row 2.
And
then false. Let me see
if
I got it. Let me see. Okay, I got 25,000. There we go. Oh my gosh. So I have to drag it down and change. What is the thing that I have to change?
The other 3, it's the exact same thing. You just change the row.
The row. So which row?
So where it's like where you put 2 for the.
Okay, so I put 3 and 4 and 5, right?
3, 4, and 8.
Yeah, 4 and 8 because it's
Traffic
down
is
below.
number 8. Yeah.
There we go. Now I have the numbers. So I have 25,782 all the way to total fixed assets 31,355. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. So based on that, I'm gonna do the pie chart, right?
Yep. From that, you do the pie chart.
Yeah, that's very easy. So no problem at all. Okay, so the second one. How you do the second one?
That one was so much fun. No, it's
Oh,
not.
really?
That one's not so bad. Number 3 is the one that got me. So this is for the second one.
Okay.
Because you only need the 3, I wasn't going to include everything.
Okay.
So I could just copy the names for the sales, contribution margin, and net income.
Yeah, let me do that really quick. Okay, so and the years from 2011 to 2015. That's it.
Well, no. So the years have to be able to change with the input. For this one, they have to be able to change with that.
Okay, so how do you do that?
So for the years, I did this one, which is the last of the 5.
Okay.
Well, the one that's in the input, that equals what it is on the dashboard. And then for each of the rest of them, I just did -1. Or 2 or 3 or 4, and it would take it back the 4 years that you needed to.
Okay, so gotta go to the dashboard. I have to fully lock it, right?
Yeah, you have to fully lock it.
And just enter that 2015. Then, and how do you do the rest?
So I just dragged it over and then did -1, -2, -3, -4. So it would give me the year. So if you look, it's just minus after it's hard locked.
Okay. So, but on parentheses or not? No.
No.
-1. Oh, sorry. Here I will say -1, -1, -1, right? For each one.
No, -1, -2, -3, -4. So
Okay.
this one's -4.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so now I have 2011 to 2015. There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's done by an equation instead of just hard locked, because otherwise it won't change.
Okay. Yeah.
So, and then this one is another H lookup instead of a V lookup, because you're doing it by year that you're looking at, not by name.
Correct. Okay, so I'll do H lookup.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it's hard locked for the year.
And what do you put in the first place?
It's the year on the dashboard.
On the dashboard. Fully locked, right?
Yes.
Okay. What else?
Then comma.
Huh?
The calculations, you actually want this one, the income statement.
The income statement. Okay, hold on a second. Only the numbers, right?
Only the numbers, yep.
Years included on the top.
Yes, you need the years.
Fully locked. Okay. What else?
Then it's comma.
Huh?
And then since we're doing sales, that's the second row.
Yeah.
That's comma 2, and then false.
Okay. There we go. We have the same. Perfect.
And then for the, like, to go over,
Yeah.
I just did -1, -2, -3, -4 from the dashboard.
Let me see.
Right in there.
But we have to change the column too, right? Right?
No, you stay in column 2 because it's all sales.
Yeah, but it gave me the same number. So how do you change?
So we're
minus
doing it horizontally, not vertically. So it's this one, then this one, then this one. So since it's all in this one, you just have to change the year, which is this way. So you just subtract 1 from, or 2 or 3 or 4 from there.
Okay. Okay. There we go. So Okay, I got the same. I got the first row totally completed. So you drag down the rest of the input of the rest of the numbers. Did you drag it down?
You can. You just have to make sure you change the row because contribution margin is number 7 and net income is number 21. Because net income is net profit.
So contribution margin is number 7, right?
Yeah.
Contribution number 7. And net income is 21?
Yeah, because it's the last line.
Okay, so we do the same, right? And we do the same, -1, -2, -3, -4, right?
Yep.
Okay. Let me do it really quick.
That's my
Okay. Okay, I'm done. Okay. Perfect. Okay.
And then that makes up your second chart.
The second chart, yes.
Yep.
And what about the third one?
The third one is this one.
Okay.
Because you need everything on there. And then this, well, this is all the information you need, but this is what was put into the chart.
Okay, so where do you get the first information from? That's from
you're copying this, but you're only doing it for the 5 years instead of the 7 years.
Okay.
So if the dates are the same at the top, you have to be able to adjust them.
Yeah.
And then the hint that it gave for steps 3 and 4, having this row of numbers is fantastic.
Oh, really?
Yes, because you can drag down if you use that one. So right there, it's calculations A9. And then when I drag down, it updates all of the numbers.
So I should have copy and paste that information in the first place, right? So let me do that like really quick. That's the sales. That's the income statement. The whole income statement, should I have to
copy and pasted it onto calculations. It made it easier.
Okay, so hold on a second. Okay. So where should I put the numbers? So like in the first, on column A, for instance.
Yeah, and column A is where I put the 2 through 21.
Okay, I got it. So,
is to create a professional financial.
So, that information, the one from 2011 to 2015, you got it from the income statement, right?
Yes. Yeah.
But the years, you have to do the same as above.
Yeah. So what's on the dashboard minus 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so hold on a second. But are you able to copy the ones that you did above and put it down there, or it's not possible? You have to do it manually.
I did it manually because you do it a little differently in here, because instead of like the column that you want, I did just this number because then I could drag the whole thing down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so let me do that like really quick. No, but I'm talking about the years.
The years, yeah, I just copy pasted and did it formula. So paste special formula.
Okay, so hold on a second. There we go. There's a mistake. There's something wrong here with mine. So hold on a second.
Hey, so on the second line or on the line graph where you're figuring out your sales, contribution margin, and net profit. When you go to like what year? So 2012. Let's say it's negative 7,000 on the graph. Can I make it so it doesn't go into the negatives, or do you have it going into the negatives on the graph as well?
Mine has it going into the negatives because we're reporting what it actually was, which is a negative number.
Okay. Well, it dropped down into my number or into my years, and it was.
I know that's the one thing I have to figure out how to fix because it does it on mine too.
Oh, I can show you how to move them up. It's pretty easy.
Okay. I kept trying. It just wasn't working for me.
Yeah, that was the one thing I couldn't get figured out on my own.
Okay. So.
Do you want me to show you real quick, or
can I just slide them down and they'll stay down there?
No,
I tried that. It wasn't working for me.
Yeah, I don't know why. Okay. It's kind of a pain.
Harold, I'm gonna stop sharing so that.
No, it's fine. Yeah, because I need to learn that too. Yeah.
It'll just take like 2 seconds.
Okay.
Hold on.
Because when you do 2017, it's not in the negatives, but then
the rest of them have a negative, yeah.
All right, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Cool. So you just wanted to be up at the top right here, right?
Mine are at the bottom, but I could put them at the top.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's just the way that I found out to be the easiest, just because it goes into the negatives. So you just click on it, and I actually have to remember how I did it. Let's see. Maybe I forgot. Maybe I'm not going to be any help to you people. It's over here somewhere. Oh, actually, might not be.
I think it's in layout, but I don't know.
Yeah,
not access titles.
Dang, I might have to figure it out real quick before, because I got the way I got there was really weird. Man. Yeah, never mind. Maybe I'll have to. Maybe I'll have to figure it out first. Well, refigure it out because I just did it today and it worked out good. Let's see. Yeah, I don't. Never mind. I'll figure it out and then I'll show you guys after I figure it out.
I'm sitting here playing with it too. So.
Yeah, I've been playing with it all afternoon, trying to figure out how to get it to move.
And I like literally was like 2 hours ago I did it, and now I can't remember. So as soon as I figure it out, I'll let you know. Hold on.
That
Please
works.
email us, and let us know. So, Chrissy, can you go back and share your screen so I can see something, please?
Yeah.
So going back to that calculation, what do you do there? Another
For this calculation or this calculation?
for the third chart, that one.
Okay. So this one, I did the date is hardwired. It's an H lookup again. You do
Okay,
the
but
V
hold on a
lookup.
second. I'm sorry. I copy and paste the information from the year. So should I have to erase all that or not?
No, you can leave the years in.
Okay. No, not the years. The information below.
So what do you mean you copy pasted?
I copy pasted from the income statement. So should I erase all that?
So you want a separate income statement that you're pulling from.
Okay.
So this is separate than this because I pulled this from this one.
But so you just copy and paste it, or what do you do?
No, it's an actual function to get each one of those so that it changes when you change the year or the inputs.
Let me erase all that and do the calculation then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you get it?
What's that?
Did you get it? I just got it. So.
Okay. Yeah. No, I can't remember how I did it.
So I just. Sorry to interrupt, but
no, you're fine.
I right-clicked on the mouse and went to Format Axis, and then it has Access Options, and then kind of in the middle it says Axis Labels, and I chose High. And it put it above.
Thank you.
Okay, there you go.
Exactly what I wanted it to do. So thank you.
And then I don't know if it matters, but I put like little cross marks on the bottom of the graph so it'd help line up, make the line up easier. But
yeah. I can tweak that afterwards.
Yeah, but that solves that. So
yes, thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, so coming back to the 5-year-old.
Yeah.
So how do you do with an age lookup? Okay, so I'm going to do it. Okay, so age lookup and the year, right, for the dashboard.
Yeah, from the dashboard.
Fully anchored, of course. And what's your array? The
same thing that we were using before, this income statement right here.
All the numbers from 2010 to 2017?
Yes.
Okay. Hold on a second. Also fully anchored, right?
Yes.
Okay. What else?
So for the row number, since you're doing horizontal, you choose this one that's next to sales over here.
Okay, the number. Okay.
You do not anchor that one.
Okay.
And then it's comma false.
False. Okay, so.
And now if you drag down the equation from this one, it'll fill in everything for you. You don't have to redo the equation over and over again.
Okay, so I just drag it down, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see your numbers. There we go. We have the same. And what about the rest from the rest of the years?
The rest of it, it's the exact same thing, except you do the -1, -2, -3, -4.
Okay.
To match the year. So on the dashboard, it's -1, 2, 3, 4. That's all. The only change I had. And then drag down again.
And will you be able to drag it down then?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, it says a rev error. Why?
I had the rev error. In the calculations, it says reference where it's supposed to say A9.
it says rev. What should I do?
Just change the ref in the actual equation up here in the formula bar.
Yeah.
And change that back to A9.
A9?
Yeah. Calculations, exclamation point A9.
It's not A9 in mine.
Well, whatever that
Okay, it's
2 is. It's A9.
A12, I guess. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's Hold on. Okay, so I change and okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I got it.
Okay. And then
So whenever it says ref, the error, I just write.
Then you go back to that A right there, wherever that you have your 2 for the chart.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, -1, -2, -3.
Yep.
Okay, so I drag all those down, right?
Yep.
Perfect. Yeah, so that's information. Okay, yeah.
That you need to build in order to do the third chart, but you need this box right here to create the third chart.
For the percentages.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I copied the years again like I had up here.
Yeah.
And then for this one, it's the year, well, the whatever it is in, because your heart, it's VLOOKUP because you're doing the vertical. So it's the whatever it is under percentage of sales.
Yeah. Let me have, you have net margin, right? What do you have in the dashboard?
Mine's net margin right now.
Yeah. Okay, so let me do that little chart. Guys, I'm so sorry. I know you all did this, but there was no way I could figure this out by my own. So I am in the right group. Thank you. So, okay. So, Tracy, that net margin that you have right there, you wrote it down or you just copied from the dashboard?
Which one?
The little box below. You have net margin, really? Yeah.
That I copied from the dashboard. I said it equaled that in the dashboard.
Okay, so let me do that.
That way it would change as the dashboard changed.
You don't have to anchor it or no?
You can. I didn't because I'm not dragging it anywhere, so it wouldn't really matter.
Okay. So net margin, and with the years, you just copy and paste it from above, right?
Yeah.
So. And with the percentages, what exactly did you do? Another, oh, that was a VLOOKUP.
So that's the VLOOKUP.
Okay, so let me see. Yeah. Okay, so you get the year from the dashboard, right?
No,
I'm sorry, the income statement item.
yes.
Anchored?
Yes.
Okay. What else do you have there?
Then the calculations is this chart that you just create, the table you just created. So
That's a
just
table
the
array.
5 year. Yeah.
Just the numbers.
No, you need to include the sales, direct labor.
Okay.
Because that has to be in there in order for it to pull the information.
Okay. Anchored?
Yes.
Okay. What else?
Then the row is for net margin is number. Is it number 6? No, I'm pulling from the 6th year. Sorry. 6th column.
What do you do?
So you're doing what column it is, and it's the 6th one over because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
For 2015.
Yeah.
And then false.
Yep. And then you divide that by the sales in 2015.
Okay, so you that number that you gave me, I divided by what?
You divide it by this number right here.
Okay, so let me do that.
And I just did the box because then it can change with the other ones.
So I change it into percentage, and it's 25%, right?
Yeah.
Do we need the decimals or not?
I did just to 1 decimal because there's some that they're all like 3%, but it's 3.1 or 3.2.
Okay.
So that made it a little easier to distinguish the difference.
Okay, so I drag it all the way to 2011.
Yep, and the only thing you'll have to do is the column is -1, 2, 3, 4. So it's like 6 minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. And then you divide it by the sales in that one.
So do you have to divide? Oh, that's a lot of work. So 6 minus 2 minus 3 minus 4, right?
Yeah.
But I got different numbers in your though.
Did you -1, -2, -3, -4?
Let me see.
Because 2014 should be 6 minus 1.
Oh yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, I got it. Okay, so I got your numbers. So what else do we do?
That's it. You just have to create your graphs now.
There we go. Okay, man. That took the whole day for me to figure it out. So we should be able to change.
Yep, you change
right?
these and it changes everything.
So I just, let me see. So let me remember. Let me do the first pie chart in front of you. So to just make sure that I have it correct. So.
Okay, then I'm going to stop sharing.
Yeah, please do. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen now, so you can see. Hey, so those are my calculations right here. Okay, so in order to do the pie chart, how should I take this information from this calculation and put it in the dashboard?
So you have it highlighted right there. I would just go to insert.
Yeah.
And then go to pie chart. And then you choose a pie chart.
Yeah, let's say this one. Okay. So how should I put it in the dashboard?
So then you cut
Okay.
and then paste it onto the dashboard.
Okay, that's easy.
And then you just have to change titles and
I know.
and all that. So
Okay. How? Okay, let me see. How do you get the numbers up here? Like,
you just format it to add the numbers.
okay, no, I'll do that really quick. Yeah. The rest is easy.
Yeah. But then if you were to change the year, the whole graph would change. And that's what you needed to do.
There you go.
Yep.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Guys, I'm going to stop sharing. Thank you so much, Chrissy, and all of you for your patience.
No problem. Does anybody else have questions? Oh, we asked that.
Moises, what about you? You got all figured out?
I have a lot of questions. Well, I'm just arriving from my work, so I just finished the 2 assignments. I'm about to start it, but this is a lot of help for me because, well, I have a very difficult schedule, so I appreciate your work, and so thank you, everyone.
Yeah, and when I send the link, you'll be able to watch it again.
Exactly.
So.
You can watch the recording, and you can do it by yourself.
Yeah, I saw the recording from when they closed the chapel and I had to leave. I saw the recording and it was very
helpful for you.
Helpful, yeah.
Yeah, very helpful.
So if everybody else is good, then I say we call it a meeting.
Yeah.
My computer's about to die, so.
Thank you guys so much for your help. Okay, so if perhaps I have any other question, I will call you or anything just to make sure I have it right. Okay.
Did we want to meet tomorrow or Friday for the last group, the last mini project this week?
What about tomorrow? You say we're okay with tomorrow?
I can do tomorrow.
Yeah. What about the rest?
Tomorrow?
Like at this time, like 7 o'clock Mountain Time. Will it work for you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe I will be all in institute, but yeah, I could try.
Okay.
Or 7:30, maybe.
But it wouldn't end late for all of you.
I don't know. What about you guys? 7:30, or maybe you can watch the recording like you always do. You can just jump into the meeting, so you can see what's going on, and then you can watch the recording.
Yeah.
So what about 7 o'clock tomorrow?
I'm
Sounds good.
Great.
Yep,
sounds good.
For me.
Trey, bro, we're fine.
Yeah, that works.
All right.
Thank you guys so much. Have a great night. Yeah. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you.